Okay, inviting and introducing on my show next, we have Waiting on the Wings. It's a delight to interview a male solo independent artist called Ludwig Hart. He's right here with me right now. How we doing, Ludwig? How we doing?
Hello, Danny. I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be with you.
Great. I'm pleased that you're keeping well. That's the main thing. And where are you in the globe right now?
Right now, I'm in Sweden, outside a small town called Örebro, where I grew up. So I'm home at my house right at the moment.
That's ace. I can see you're very musical. Um, with your rack of guitars in the background. Are you a bit of a
Oh yeah,
collector?
yeah. I have guitars in the back. It almost looks like a guitar store.
That is great. And Sweden as well. Some of the greatest exports of music producers, have come from your country.
Yeah. There've been some good bands and artists from Sweden. Yeah.
And it's all about you now. So can you just tell me a little bit, and sorry, can you just tell me and my listeners a little bit about yourself, your musical background, what you do?
Yeah. All right, I'm Ludwig Hart from Sweden. I've been playing for my whole life. Been playing guitar and sing. I've been mainly touring as a guitarist with other artists for 15 plus years, and I've been doing my own songs aside of that, playing pubs and doing it the old school way, you know. And it wasn't until like 6 or 7 years ago I got a record deal, and was fortunate enough to release a proper debut album with my own songs. It was scary. It took some time to do it because it was the first one, but it's been going good since, and I've released another album 2 years after that, and I've been touring frequently for the last 6 or 7 years in Northern Europe and Germany and we released our third album last Friday. Yeah. So it's been good. It's going good. It's
Nice to
fun.
hear it. We'll touch on the album very shortly. So your musical career has really took you over like the continent, and so you've had to work really hard at this. A bit of a voyage for you then to get to
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as we say in Sweden, I don't know how what if you say it in the UK, we call it the dog years, you know. You have to put in the years if you want to do it, if you want to do this. And for me it's always been the main focus has been the songs, to do your own thing and to put them out and then just see what happens. And now we're fortunate to go out touring, and people are showing up more and more, and also taking it to other territories like the UK. I mean, we sing in English, so why not? We have been to Germany and other countries in Europe. So it's fun. It's fun. It's going on a roll, I think. Yeah.
Cool. You mentioned Germany as well. Jokes aside, Ludwig is a cool name. Not many people have that name. No doubt it's musical. Was being a musician always what you aspired to be?
Yeah, I think so. Both my mom and dad played when I was younger, and they also they were involved in different musical like projects and theater. So I guess it's in my blood. I played the trumpet when I was young, and then some piano drums, and then the guitar took over when I was a teenager. But yeah, I've always. I can't imagine doing anything else. I
Hmm.
mean, when I'm not touring or writing music, I'm obsessed with guitars. So it's all about music, I think.
Hmm. My next question for you, how would you describe your sounds and the lyrics that you're trying for the audience to capture?
Yeah, I mean the sound is it's no secret that I love Springsteen and Tom Petty and Fleetwood Mac and all those American artists from the 70s and the 80s. So we tried to capture that sound because that's what I've been listening to for 20 years. We're not trying to invent something new. It just, I mean, if you're trying to copy someone else, it will never sound the same anyway. That's my experience. We've been in situations where we really want to do this. Oh, we want to sound exactly like Brian Adams, but it always turns out to be something else. So, but it's organic, and I love country music, so there's some influences from country in there too. We have amazing pedal steel player in the band, so there's pedal steel on all the songs, and I guess I like to say we're aiming for that cinematic sound. I've always been obsessed with movies, and my first CDs was soundtrack CDs from movies. We all tend to talk about that when we record, and if this sound or this song will fit in a movie, we're in the right direction, I think. Uh, so it's all about feelings, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, and lyrics wise. On the past two records, the lyrics was focusing on my family and friends and different situations that they've been through, and some alcoholic misabuse, and there's about a friend committing suicide. So pretty heavy stuff. But on this record, we've been focusing on me, and it's been scary, but all of the songs is now about me instead of others. I think it was sort of like an escape thing on the first records to write about others, because I have things that I've been through that I haven't talked about before. But it was easy to write about others, and to show the different stories that they've been through. But now we're focusing on me, and it's been scary, as I said, but it's also been like therapeutic. It's been like a therapy session this year, and it's like a cliche, I know, but it feels good. It feels good. It feels easier. It's easier to talk about these things if you put them in a song,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think.
thank you for answering that question openly. And as you mentioned earlier on in the interview, you have a new album out. It is called Stay Young. That's your latest project. And
Yeah.
just touching on track number two is the album titled track of the same name of the album. And would you say that's quite reflective, meaningful, as you were saying, your songs based from personal experience this time round?
Yeah, the Stay Young title, you mean?
Yeah,
Or
that's the one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's about it's obviously not about staying young in your in your looks or something like it's in your inner self and to finding that youth spirit, I think. I'm 37 now, so I'm not that old. I have two kids, but since I got kids on my own, I really started thinking about my own childhood and how I was raised and my parents and stuff like that. It really it was a whirlwind. So that song is about trying to accept things that you've been through, I guess, and accept that things are as they are, and doing the best you can of what you have,
Mm,
and sort of accepting the fears, and trying to look at things like you did before when you were more like green or open or younger
mm,
in your mind. And also within music, we've tried to take it back to when you were 15, standing in the rehearsal place and just grooving and not thinking. So it's about a lot of things actually, and I love the Forever Young song, both Bob Dylan and Alphaville, and it's a
mhm.
sort of like a playful thing with that, and yeah,
Yeah, like when you say young, you often look at life when you're in your childhood, the world as a different, better place. And I
yeah,
guess it's like, when you grow old, age, it's something inevitable, isn't it?
yeah.
And I think from personal experiences, the more older you get, the more you become acceptant. Is that the kind of message you're trying to portray in this song?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because it's been quite hard to go deep, and I think I read somewhere that when you don't remember your childhood, it's all because your mind has pushed it away. So I've been traveling back this year and really digging into things that I've been through, it's all about accepting that, not running away from it, I
Mm.
guess. And doing, if you can do things better, then do it. Just don't get stuck on what has happened to you. You can just yeah, you need to look forward. Yeah.
So that was track two we talked about, and then your next track on the album is track three. It's called Journey, and
Mhm.
talking to you, it does seem that you've had a bit of a voyage. Journey, would you say that's just a little bit more of a uplifting number?
Oh yeah, it is. It
Mm.
is. It's more of a love song and more of a cinematic feeling, really. It's just, I really love that song. It's about the journey you can have in a relationship, and with ups and downs, and but also just focusing on the good things, and just uh just the fact that you're still together with the person you love, and all
That's
this.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. And on to track five now. The Ghost of You is track five, and it's a nice 5 minutes in length. Would you say this one is like a more kind of stripped back, well, another reflective track?
Yeah, it is, and that's the only track where I'm not where I actually look back and not forward, because that's about a person who I was in a relationship with, that just keeps coming back in dreams or in nightmares. I've had troubles letting her go, I guess. Uh, so it's we played with the lyrics and called her a ghost. I mean, she's still alive, and she's a friend of mine, actually. So there's no hard feelings or something like that. But we really tried to find that melancholy feeling, and stripped down instruments, almost like a 80s Springsteen
Mm.
song, more like Streets of Philadelphia sound. Or yeah, I really like
Um,
that one. That
that's
turned out
good.
good, I think.
Ghost of You is a good track. And
Yeah.
do you have a track on the album called Don't Stop?
Yeah, I have. That one is a fast one, really up tempo, like a more of a like a pop rock song. That's also about when you've been in a relationship for a long time. Sometimes, I mean, when you get kids and you got the daily routines, you can just, it's easy to forget why you are in a relationship with someone, and it's just a song about lifting, lifting the love. Love me. It's a little bit, how do you say, child forbidden lyrics. It's about
Mm.
just take me as I am, love me.
And the
Come on.
sorry, the Don't Stop track, is that one you mainly promoting at present? Is this kind of a standout track you like
Yeah,
hearing on the radio?
I think it's the main single for the album. We released a couple of singles. That's all politics, but I love that song, and that's the song we're promoting right now. It's the
Right.
as the main song, other than, of course, the title track, "Stay Young." Yeah.
Great. What's the satisfaction like when you get like praise, from, music magazines and the press, or you hear your song on the radio, or someone leaves a nice, comment on YouTube? What's that satisfaction feeling like? Do you feel like a sense of fulfillment?
Yeah. Of course. I mean, it's always scary to read reviews. They've been good, so I'm fortunate, and I'm glad for that. But the best thing is when people come up to me after shows, and I mean, the previous songs has been a lot of the lyrics has been about my dad and his alcohol uh, abuse, and it feels good when people really understand the songs and understand the lyrics, and tell me that they I mean, it moves them, and I've recently realized, because it's been like it's like a following of older men always coming up to me after shows, and first I thought that they were they were sons of alcoholics, like I am. But recently I've realized that most of them are probably the alcoholic dads. It's like I'm singing of them. I'm singing their story because it's touching. It's touching.
Mm.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask,
it's more than music. It's more than
yeah,
music.
that
If
that's
it's
nice when someone comes up to you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Personally.
it is. Yeah,
Mm,
it is. Yeah. And
mm,
they often want to tell me their story
mm.
and I try to listen.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
nice.
And talking to you, it seems like you've come so far, and are you gonna just keep on carrying on? You're gonna aim higher? Like say, are you looking forward to what the next 5 or 10 years will hold for you?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I mean, this was the third album and now we're reaching new territories. We've been touring Sweden and in the Nordic countries for 7 years and recently we've been to Germany and we played in London last week and it feels good. It feels good to see new places. I don't know where it will take me, but I'm ready, and
Hmm.
the band is ready. But we take nothing for granted. I know we've been doing this for a long time.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, so we'll see. Of course, I want to play everywhere.
Yeah.
I want to do a proper tour in the UK and then
Hmm.
go to America, and. But
It's good. It's good you've got the desire to do that. That's primarily one fundamental thing to have, and then the rest takes care of itself. The
yeah,
passion.
yeah, and the live shows are that's my main thing. That is what I want to do. I mean
Mm.
that's when it's real. I love
Mm.
I love recording albums, but that's nothing compared to
Yeah.
play a song for an audience. And
Yeah.
we always do different versions every night, so
Mm.
keep ourselves busy.
Because when you've recorded the album and then you promoted it and it's been on the radio, that's brilliant. But when the final product, you get to perform that to the audience, that's
Yeah,
the ultimate
yeah,
accolade, isn't it? That's the one everyone, aims for.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Any advice for young people who wish to follow, like, say, be a musician now, forging a musical career or in any artistic field? Obviously, it's really tough now.
It is. I mean, you have to. It depends on what you want to do and what your goal is. I can only speak for myself. My goal has always been the songs, and maybe not, the all the other things with the fame or success, but I just wanted to do songs that I'm proud of, and then I know that the people around me will also be listening. But you have to put in the years. I think you have to
Mm,
accept that it can take time. Of course, now with the modern, the internet and the TikTok and all, you can get success overnight, but
mm,
what happens when you get that success and you are not prepared?
mm.
I don't know. My advice is to go out and play. Just book yourself a gig,
Yeah.
whatever gig it is. If it's a pub or like a community center, you have to start somewhere and gain an audience.
Mm.
If you're good and if your songs are good, then people will love
Yeah.
it. And
Some strong words of advice there. I think we live in a day now where everything's so accessible, everything's so now, like you see on the television, reality shows, everyone wants a shortcut, but the longevity isn't there afterwards, and there's no guarantee of success. But as
exactly.
yourself, listening to your journey, it seems you've had to really chip away to get to where you are, and as an original artist as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's these talent shows on TV and talent shows everywhere where you get that immediate success. And I have friends that been a part of that, but in the end, they always come to me and they are now envious of me because of the years we've put in and we've built our audience, the old school way of
Mm,
in playing shows for them, and then they tell their friends to come the next time, and we come back to say a city in Sweden for the seventh time, and now we can sell tickets to make it financially go round, and it takes time, I think.
mm.
Takes time, but you have to. It all depends on what you want. If you
Yeah.
want to play guitar for an artist, you should just practice as much as you can and then shoot a video of yourself and send it to him. But it all depends if what you want to do. If you want to be a songwriter or
Mm.
play bass for someone, that's two different things. But for me, it's been the songs.
Mm.
I want to do songs.
I suppose there's lots of windows of opportunity out there for people to pursue, what their goal is. There's opportunities for people to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Cool. All right then. Ludwig, I just wanted to ask where people can follow you, like social medias. Do you like the old classic websites as well? If so,
Yeah,
feel
we
free to
have. Yeah,
share.
we actually have a website. I know it's old school, but it's ludwighart.com.
Yeah,
Uh,
LudwigHart.com.
ludwighart.com, and then we have Instagram and Facebook, and I think the fastest news get up on Facebook and Instagram. We
Great.
post almost every
Ludwig,
day.
Ludwig Hart joining me on today's show. Thanks very much for joining me on today's show, and it's appreciated you answering my questions so transparently as well. It's
Of course.
really appreciative of us. All right, and
Yeah.
all's for me to do is play your new song, and we're going to go with "Don't Stop." Would you like to introduce it on?
Yeah, sure. All right, this is Ludwig Hart from Sweden. Now you will hear our new single, Don't Stop. Cheers.
Best of luck with this record and album and tour, Ludwig.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure.